For more than 50 years, internationally acclaimed psychic intuitive medium Char Margolis has wowed clients and audiences alike with her abilities.
All right, in You Are Psychic, 7 Steps to Discover Your Own Psychic Abilities, she teaches us how to tap into our own psychic talents and intuition, and she is here to tell us more about it and actually do a live reading on the show this morning. Char, good morning to you. It's great to have you here.
Thank you so much. People on my social media said, "Oh, I love Jeff and Carolyn. They're great." Seriously.
Nice.
Well, we love hearing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you. Okay.
Let's talk first off about this book. And it is your belief that we've all got a psychic ability within
I'm
us?
positive.
Okay.
Animals have instinct. People have intuition. Remember the time you wanted something. Maybe it was a business deal. Maybe it was a friendship. Your gut said, don't trust it. But you maybe had something in common and you started talking to them and you became friendly with them, and then time proved that they weren't honest and you were disappointed and you suffered the consequences. Have you ever had a time like that where your gut said don't, but you did it anyway?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. That's how people learn, by our mistakes. And so, but maybe you did have a gut feeling that was a positive thing, and then you went with it, and it was like, oh my goodness, this is like the best person in the world for me. Mm-hmm. Right?
So is that how you tap into it? You listen to yourself a bit more?
Well, we live in a physical world and we live in an energetic world, and there's a communication going on in the energetic world all the time. Like, don't you meet somebody and you go, wow, they've got a great energy. Well, there's more to that. There's more of a communication that we have going on that we don't even, it's like a silent communication, but it's with feelings and thought. So everybody has it. And it's most important to own your power. I call it the 4 C's. Have the courage to do it, the confidence, commit yourself to focusing on it, and then conquering it by acting upon it. Because the one thing that sometimes we don't do is, like, we might be in our busiest part of our day and we're late for a meeting and something says call home, and you go, oh, I don't have time to call home. But you call home and they go, oh my goodness, I was trying to get a hold of you, I need you.
Right.
So that's what's so important for us to understand, that we're guided, that we have this ability to prevent problems and attain goals in our own lives.
Do you think people are afraid sometimes to tap into that?
I think people live in fear a lot normally. But when you have faith, and I believe that there's a divine power bigger than all of us, and I believe that we're all guided when we listen, but also I believe that we create our destiny by the choices we make. So some things I think are predestined, but many things we create by the choices we make.
So if we open ourselves to this possibility, if we tap into our own psychic abilities, how can this change our lives?
Well, it can help you, as I said, prevent problems in your life and attain goals. But here's the thing, like I always say, when you use logic, common sense, and intuition, you get your best answers.
Okay.
But sometimes when it goes against all logic and all common sense, and you have that all-knowing feeling, you need to go with it. Like mother's intuition, father's intuition. We all have that instinct about us.
Yeah, this reminds me of one of my more favorite phrases, which is, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I wrote a book once called Love Karma, and I said, someone will tell you something on the first date, you will learn more about them on the first date than you will ever learn any time else about them.
Okay, we promised a live reading.
Okay.
I'm volunteering myself, yes, Jeff?
Yes, I'm
do you have any,
so looking forward to this, Char. I can't tell you,
Okay.
because
Well, Jeff,
Carolyn
actually-
always says she is an open book, but I want to delve into some of the chapters we're yet to read.
Well, I never embarrass anybody, especially on television. But just be open about everybody, living and deceased. And I usually get initials and names. So if more than one person share the same name or initial, if you can let me know that, your messages will go more smoothly. The first thing I'm getting is a J or G initial, and then an M or an A. Do you have family that's an A or an M, living or deceased?
A or an M, an M and a certain... Okay.
Don't say the name. Is that their first name? or their middle name or last name?
Well, we have M in a surname. We have an M in a first name.
Okay, is the first name a female or male?
Do you want me to say living or deceased?
Is there a deceased M?
And a deceased M surname. Yes.
Okay, and then also, is there a living person with an M spelled M-A or M-I?
M-Y?
Like Myra or Myrtle?
Miriam.
Miriam? Okay, is that your mom?
Grandmother.
Your grandmother. And she's living? Mm-hmm. Okay, was there a health issue about her recently? Something about her leg or her foot or walking? Or her knee or something like that, a problem with walking?
She's older, so
okay, so I feel like she needs to be careful about with walking, and also I was also getting a J or G person.
We have we have a J, living and deceased.
Is the deceased a male? Mm-hmm. Is he spelled J-O? Mm-hmm. John or Joseph?
Joseph.
Is that your grandpa?
Yes.
His spirit's with you. Is that this woman's husband?
Yes.
He watches over her. And when she crosses over, he'll be waiting for her. Now
we're getting into some stuff.
Okay, well, here's the other thing. Are you trying to make a decision with one of your children? Are you trying to make a decision about either a school or?
Sure, yeah.
I feel like you need to really research this, and I feel like there needs to be a change of some sort, but I don't know that they're going to want to change.
Right.
I think that they want to stay with their friends.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not sure, and sometimes it's better for them to stay with their friends, and I think you need to listen to your children as well.
Yeah, it's true. We are talking about this right now.
Yeah. Did they promise they'll try harder or do better, or?
They're kind of letting us decide, but I do know there is hesitation and reservation about the direction we're.
So I feel like if you do make the change, it would be okay, but I feel like they're going to go through some emotional stuff because of their friends.
Right.
And that's always a conundrum. But I feel like the change, I think it's a better school that you want to change to. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's more one-on-one. Like there's less children to one teacher.
Yeah.
And it could be very good for them as long as you can keep their social group going with, they can have friends both places. Mm-hmm. But the change, I think, could be good. Anyway, there you go.
Okay.
Very good. All right. Okay. I just need to ask this for Carolyn because she told me beforehand she was hoping to hear she's going to come into a lot of money. No?
I don't see that, Char.
Well, maybe we should buy a lottery ticket together.
Okay, done.
That would be good.
All right. You can find out more at Char's website. It's char.net. Char, thank you so much for this.
Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate it.
It's great to see you this morning.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.